Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Guarantee that you get that pick, otherwise you just die. And if you go in at the wrong time, if you make a poor choice, as Execute does about 50% of the time, then you're going to die. There is no get out of jail free card. The Aurelian Soul here towards the top side to try to make that clear potential dive a success, because he has this wave pushing in, wasn't able to get it last time, was punished by Cuz.
Well, Zudu is going to do his best to try and clear out the minions as he looks to try and turn, but the W is not going to stun for long enough, and that is...
And, you know, I mean, that's what you could do if you think Cuz is going bottom side. He is. Let's see what he can get done.
All right, nice flash to avoid the crash down here. As
Execute!
He's going to get pulled back underneath the turret, but it then loses interest. Doesn't matter because Closer comes in and he'll cash in his teleport with a kill.
Okay, so I'm just going to say it's a low possibility. Statistically unlikely.
It is statistically unlikely for them to be back-to-back. However,
see? Statistically unlikely.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not going to be a Chemtech Soul this game, as Bulldog also in a little position that has a Twist of Fate that wants to live inside lanes. Makes a lot of sense.
In theory, if the Twist of Fate does go to sides.
Oh, but Cuz coming on in with a smite. It's not going to be enough there. As now the flash hook! It's going to catch him after the Arctic Assault as they turn their attention towards Dudu. Kulvameek is massive value. Glacial Prison coming down. Andal finds 4 with the Magnet Storm, and they are hoovered up by the Renekton. He will fall down in the end, as Clear is also going to be swept up. And Andal almost dies, but he's not going to fall. More breathing from Bulldog. That he's not going to be diving the turret this time around, as Closer finding some value with these Qs. You can see the Varus roaming up. Wants to try and collect them as they move down this river.
Good ward.
It goes into the brush. There's a flash, but it's not actually going to get too much. But the piercing arrow's there, and Henna is going to get his first kill of the game. Theoretically happen means absolutely 0. And so far, I think you're right, with the Aurelian Soul being a big issue, is okay, Chains of Corruption comes down, Glacial Prison's going to be there as well, but the bullet time is such high value. The hook is going to connect once again, as now Dudu dives on top of the Varus. We'll be able to take him down. The Nautilus is dead as well, as it's a Cloud Soul. Oh, heck yeah, love that. As now Closer is going to be discovered by Andal. He Magnet Storms, and there is going to be a Make It Rain on top of the Karma, but I think he might... No, never mind. Dudu closes the gap, and that is a... Oh,
Karma!
The inspirational shield and the...
Instead, it is a little bit puzzling, as now the gold lead only 600 here, 500. Well, that will change once this turret goes down.
First start.
Oh, why did we try to give the kill to Bull? We could have got him, but we waited, and then he got his shield back.
That was perfect timing.
It's like a split second.
Destiny going to come in. There's the flash gold card as they look for Bull. The hook is going to connect on Magnet Storm. That piercing arrow, just the very edge. And they're going to be able to lock down the bottom lane. Immediately, Shelly pops down as well to join the party.
And Henna's back up at 4 kills. I feel like I've seen this movie before.
I think so too. Quite recent as well. No, I wasn't.
Of course, it's Soul Point here for FearX. They are massively ahead. Dudu could teleport in, but he doesn't really have a flank ward. So I'm not sure if he really wants to. Okay, he does have that angle.
Yeah, there it is. Somehow, Closer managed to miss a stationary target, and they're going to dive on top of Andal. The Glacial Prison connects. The bullet time is going to land, and that does a lot of work on to Execute. But Dudu, he's already out of the fight, and he's been so pivotal. Cuz has to flash this time. He's not going to escape with 26 HP. This time he's dead. Henna's going to be able to lock down another one. And Clear, do you have more cards? Of course he does. He's got so many decks. And that is going to be the Karma locking down Bull. That's going to be Soul Point, and this time, the snowball has not just crashed into a volcano. Very frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like Game 1 covered the material a lot better.
Well, like, that's the thing, and like, they're just missing the personality of the characters. Okay, Cuz is going to go in. They look for Execute one more time. He's going to be the sacrificial Nautilus, and look at these piercing arrows. This is actually, like, kind of the perfect scenario for Execute, because he can just die, and they can get some value. This time, Blast Cone there as well. So Valdez, he isn't actually, as there's the face check! And he dives in on top. Destiny immediately comes down as well, so they know exactly where they are. He's relatively tanky, but not tanky enough. And teleports are now flying in. Bulldog able to get some breaths of light down. Finally, we get a huge ulti, but is it actually going to be enough is the question. Willa has gone down, and Bull's taken out Execute as well, as Closer going to be shielded up, and this is the crocodile that we wanted to see, the one with full health, tearing them to shreds.
It's just going to be Baron.
Oh, and we thought that it was different. They just changed up the timeline. Oh, Cuz's health bar. And if you're putting everything into those guys, then it's exactly what Kwangdong Freecs wants in that moment. They are the tanks. That's their job. And they don't have a taunt button, so you don't need to worry about it. Henna is going to be able to cleanse.
Kwangdong pretty split.
That one. And the ulti does basically nothing there. As Bull, he's going to get interrupted, but the bullet time doesn't actually do too much. Still, Willer is trying to get these autos in. It doesn't work. And Henna is going to get taken down. Execute the last man standing. That ain't the best of news. And now it's 16-15 in favor of Kwangdong Freecs at 26 minutes.
First dragon.
But also, nothing is decided in this game whatsoever, except the fact that Clear is going in. Let's see what he can actually find. The counter-strike value is absurd as the Varus manages to take down his opposite number, but in goes the Crocodile. Where have we seen this before? But he doesn't have a lot of follow-up. Where's the rest of the team? Where is the dragon damage? There it is. It rains hell down on the enemy jungler, and finally Closer is going to hit some Qs. Cuz going to get slowed down as Bulldog's doing his best to breathe and breathe. As that gold card went a really long way as Dudu's able to slice and dice his way out. Only Willer is dead in trade for the bottom lane of Kwangdong Freecs, and I still don't really know. But the Destiny is now on cooldown.
Bulldog rather, 392 stacks. Oh boy.
Yeah, there's the Glacial Prison. They dive in on top of Closer, but he keeps himself alive. Gets the big old shield as well, and there goes the Rel. And now these Qs are raining down. The Inspire shields are also going to be able to keep them alive, and the hooks are coming in. Dudu just getting chain CC'd, and yes, the Steric shield is massive, but he cannot 1v5 it. Well, he may not be able to 1v5 this time. Yes, there's the hook. And Execute's able to cut him down, and so now the button on him, and so therefore you're never able to bullet time.
Yeah, you can't
because you'll just die.
You can't actually properly fight, and I think engaging onto Closer seems like a good idea when Cuz hits that ultimate, but it's just Karma's anymore, and this Baron just opened the map up enough where FearX are able to take this. Cuz really put himself in harm's way there, and his aftershock.
I love that. He's just changing it up. It didn't work out last time building that Infinity Edge, so he's going to go for something different as the hook is going to break the shield. Execute! He's done it! He found Bull. Bulldog goes into his Zhonya's, but that means he's not doing damage. Henna gets a double! And we said it was winnable and losable on both sides. That was Execute just deciding to win the game.
There's 9 kills left in this reboot. I don't know if it's going to happen.
So that means that it's definitely not over yet. So I spoke too soon.
I mean, I don't know. It seems over. Are they going to change the ending? That's wild. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, we might just need another reboot. We'll go back to the director. He'll say, no, this is not actually the ending that I wrote. And we'll have to have a game number 3. Is now Clear, looking for some autos onto Dudu. It's a last-ditch effort. The counter-strike onto 3 is massive. And yes, that's a huge magnet storm, but the follow-up has been dead for a really long time. And now, yeah, there's the flash Q from Closer. You love to see it, and there goes the Nexus. Game number 2 is going to go to FearX. They're playing...